Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. C, and my weekly message to you for some of my new classes that are starting this week. I get to say hello. These are personal attempts for me to be able to connect with you as a student. I know how important it is for you to meet your faculty, even though we might be miles and miles and miles away. Know that we're human, know that we're here, and know that I'm excited about Halloween. You can see that my house is all decorated and we're ready to go. I have two foreign exchange students from Osaka, Japan living with me this semester, and they are really excited about Halloween. So I thought I would take the time and create the Halloween mood in my Halloween sweatshirt, etc. But there's something that I really wanted to talk with you about. You know, I always have a theme for these messages. And so today is the idea of coaching versus mentoring, mindset versus attitude, skill set. Thinking of the difference between what a coach does and what a mentor does. And part of that depends on the relationship I may need to have with my students, depending on what you need. For example, if I were coaching, I would be looking at skill set, writing acumen, writing systems, the ability to have specific outcomes like you would say in a baseball game. You know, a coach is going to coach the pitcher, a coach is going to coach the catcher in specific skills, how fast they throw the ball, how they throw the ball, where they throw the ball, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's more of what a coach, in my opinion, does, is we are here to be able to teach specific skills for specific outcomes. For most of my students, as I teach mostly at the doctoral level, that will be skills for your end of journey, which is your doctoral level research. And that can be anything from paragraph development to synthesis to using research and evidence-based practices, et cetera, et cetera. Now, when we look at mentoring, that's a little bit different. I am a doctoral mentor for many of you, not to give you my resume, but I have close to about 100 students now who are my graduates. And so the idea of mentoring is way more than just skill set. Mentoring is much more the mindset of going to school, the systems of going to school, the attitude, the perseverance, the talking you down off a ledge when you're emotionally just spent and you've just had enough, when the pressure and the stress. Those are the types of mentoring relationships, because I'm not teaching you a specific skill and perhaps being a sounding board. I'm offering direction. I'm offering things that you're in control of. I'm not above you, I'm not below you, I'm just a little ahead of you in the process. A few more trips around the sun, so to speak, that has some experience, that it's so much easier to follow in someone's footsteps than to be able to blaze your own trail. And so I can offer you the benefits of some of my students and their experiences over the journey we've had the last 15 years. My journey as a faculty over the last 22 years, plus a business owner, plus a TEDx speaker, keynote speaker, all of those experiences put together the combination of acculturation and inculturation. We are the sum total today of everything that's happened to us up to this moment in time. So the point is, depending on what you need is who I need to be for you. Do you need a coach, writing coach, speaking coach, organizational coach, efficiency coach? You do a lot of different types of coaching and consulting work in there. Or do you need more of a mentor, someone that's going to be able to say, okay, what happens after graduation? What do you want to be when you grow up? What are the, not just hard skills, skill sets, right? We're looking at soft skills, leadership, management, ethical observations in there, corporate social responsibility. It all comes down to, who do you want to be inside? What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? And so I want you to think about those things, because many of you in my various classes and universities I teach for, you're seeing graduation here very, very closely and very, very soon. And I want to be able to give you that opportunity of, what's next? What if? Why not? What are you thinking about? What are the goals? Because remember, ultimately, our work together is using the most effective tool for the most effective outcome. Think about that outcome-based approach I'm so famous for. You start at the end and work backwards. Why? Because you want to make sure you end up exactly here. I have a lousy sense of direction. Any of my students and all of my friends know this. And so if I don't put the exact address into my GPS in my car, I won't get there. At least not in this lifetime. I need to know that when I put those coordinates in the GPS, that even with traffic and maybe some alternative routes, I had some traffic when I was down at the University of Illinois this past week, and so the route wasn't exactly how I intended, but where I ended up at the stadium, exactly where I expected to go. And this is part of what coaching and mentoring is all about, is to have the most effective tool for the most effective outcome. So let's think about coaching and mentoring this week and what you need and whether or not you have permission with and in partnership with the people for whom you are asking to coach you, to teach you, and to mentor you. I'm Dr. Cheryl Lentz. It's wonderful to see you. In anticipation of Halloween magic, I look forward to seeing you around the quad. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Keep your heads in the game. Remember, you can do this. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You got this. You do. I promise you. And I'll be there for every step of the way when you need me. Good to see you. Take good care. See you around the quad. Bye-bye.